Hi Whovians, Harry here, and recently was Doctor Who Day, the 62nd anniversary of Doctor Who, so of course 62 years since an unearthly child first came on to our TV screens and the Doctor was first introduced to us. And of course, every Doctor Who Day we get a little bit of something from Doctor Who about what is upcoming next. And with the upcoming War Between the Land and the Sea only a couple of weeks away, we thought we were going to get something really special for this Doctor Who Day. But it was kind of underwhelming. I mean, we had a snippet of the Series 10 soundtrack being released, a tiny little trailer of the War Between the Land and the Sea, but which was already released several days before that in the unit ARG, and then deleted scenes of Series 2, but not all of the deleted scenes. And that was it. Yeah, that was the whole thing. And rather than talking about the stuff that we didn't get, like, I still don't know how we didn't get a release date trailer for the War Between the Land and the Sea. We already know when it's going to be released early next month, but it is just crazy that we haven't even got a full trailer apart from the one that we saw at the end of the reality war, which is really weird. But in this video, I am going to be talking about the deleted scenes video of all the deleted scenes from Season 2. But before we get into that, don't forget to subscribe, also leave a like and comment down below, and let's get into the video. So, a lot of these deleted scenes, I can see why they were cut from the episode. I mean, some of them are just longer scenes. Really, I think the most important one was probably the one from the Robot Revolution where Belinda is talking about, like, her faith, her religion, and also how she got a prophecy that one day that she would travel. Of course, setting up that is this faith connecting the Doctor and Belinda together. But, of course, what everyone was hoping for was for the original ending of the reality war to be included in this video. And sometimes I just love the comment section because literally every one of those was saying, so not the actual original ending of the reality war. Because no matter what they say that this was always the plan, it has been, well, there has been many inaccuracies, if this was always the plan, that don't actually fit in with that idea. Because, of course, we've had the infamous Graham Norton cut bit of dialogue where the Doctor says, well, Ncuti says that they are filming Series 3 next year, so I think will be this year. So they were filming Series 3 for it to be released in 2026. Of course, that hasn't happened, as we saw Ncuti regenerate, or the 15th Doctor regenerate at the end of the reality war. We have also had interviews by Bonnie Langford and Carol Ann Ford where they talk about how the ending of the reality war was different and how they had to do some reshoots to actually fit in with that. And also there was a leaked picture of the Doctor and Belinda dancing, celebrating like May Day, and also there are even leaked evidence of like the Vlinks being a DJ in this like May Day dance scene. So obviously the ending of the reality war was different to what we actually saw. And it's just making me think, why are they so hell-bent on saying that this was always the plan, that there wasn't going to be a Season 3, like, ever, whether Disney, wanted to renew their interest in Doctor Who a third season and beyond, or whether it went back to the BBC as a whole under Bad Wolf as well, if Russell carries on with it. So, but why are they so hell-bent on saying that this was always the plan? Because we know that this wasn't always the plan. As I said, interviews from the cast and crew about how the ending was different, leaked pictures from that show a completely different scene that was never seen in the actual episode, leaked, like little bits of script and evidence that say that something was going to happen at the ending of the reality war that was actually completely different. Also, like Billie Piper kind of tiptoeing around it, but seeing that she wasn't called back until really late in the process, and of course the reshoots, which we saw in February, very late to when Doctor Who actually released, because of course that was like May time. It's just so weird that they keep telling us this was always the plan. It is very clear that it wasn't always the plan. And actually, I don't even care about the deleted ending. Not really. I mean, it would be nice to see it, especially in the video that said all of the season 2 deleted scenes. But it doesn't actually change anything in the actual canon of the show. But what I do think is bad is that obviously Doctor Who season 1 and 2 weren't as warmly received as I think Russell and the rest of the crew that worked on it thought it would be. And of course they made a mistake with the stories they told. However, literally everyone makes a mistake. The only way you can do better is that you admit it and then you move on for it and do better looking back at what you did wrong first. However, Doctor Who are not even doing the first step. They are not even admitting that they made a mistake. And really, everyone, as I said, everyone knows now that the ending we saw in the reality war was made at the last second. That wasn't the original ending they planned on. And they are trying to gaslight the whole audience. And really, the only fans Doctor Who has right now is the hardcore fans that have loved Doctor Who ever since they first watched it. And that's all the fans they have right now. Doctor Who is in a dire place. However, they are trying to gaslight and almost like shame the audience into thinking that, well, we're wrong and they're right. There wasn't any other alternate ending. And really, the more and more that they try to say this, the more and more they are pushing away their audience. And the more they push away their audience, the more they won't have one. So really, I hope it changes in the 2026 Christmas special and beyond, and that one day they can admit to us and move on past their mistake. But that is just my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you believe that, well, of course there is an alternate ending, but would you like to see the alternate ending? Do you think they are doing the right thing by not admitting it? And also, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, also subscribe, and share it out. And I will see you in the next one.